What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Why am I buffering? All right, why am I buffering? But yeah, so car key before I lock myself out. These things can happen. Hope you guys are good, man. Hey, listen, yeah. So I saw this. Hold on a second. Let me just set you guys right here. A little bit of different settings. Where are my car keys? All right, I got my car keys. People, are you good? All right, let's go. Yeah, man. Sometimes when the weather's not too bad, it's not a bad thing to get out, and enjoy the weather a little bit. Out here, I have came to this sports flex. But yo, back into this. Pardon the wind, man. It's very windy. This story about this guy Nmecha. So apparently, Manchester United are interested in a deal for Borussia Dortmund midfielder Felix Nmecha. All right, this is according to reports. Okay, obviously, sweeping changes to the first team squad are expected at Old Trafford. Right, we expect those changes to be happening at Old Trafford. Right. So apparently, Ruben Amorim attempts to reshape things following this first season, and they have identified that Felix Nmecha could be one of those, right? Midfielder seems likely to be a particular area of focus for United's revamp, right? With Christian Eriksen obviously expected to depart at the end of the season because his contract is ending, and there's an uncertainty because of also we know Casemiro, that guy that also should be actually like Mason Mount, Kobe Mainoo. Mason Mount, again, he's injured most of the time, so he's not really someone they can depend on, right? And also, of course, Kobe Mainoo, that's another one that is being added to this talk. It's because there's a discussion when it comes to the contract situation, right? So, interesting things when it comes to that midfield. So again, United all right. Others include Jude Bellingham's brother, Job. That's another one that we're looking at. So yeah, what do you guys think about this guy, Nmecha? I think he's interesting, right? Let's see who's here. Adler, what's going on, man? How you doing? Adler is saying that it's holy name of Jesus. God bless you. You and your family as well, Adler. Good to have you here, man. People smash that like, hit that subscribe for sure. Your thoughts on Andrew Tate? The top G-Real. Okay, I don't know about all that. Right? I don't know about let's talk about Andrew Tate. That's my people smash that already. And if you are new here, I am Luther, and this is my United Central. Listen, we're out here today watching some kids play some. So yeah. Nmecha, I think he would definitely work in Amorim's system, right? Because he's one of those tenacious midfielder, box to box, right? Imagine whenever you think of Nmecha, think of yeah, so for what he can provide. The price. Why did I choose to do this today out here? You know, jeez. All right, let me go back to the call. All right, so yeah, so the price could be the issue, but again, we're definitely working on making some moves in that midfield for sure, right? And that is, it's good to see that that area is going to be addressed as well, right? They attempted to score. I think I could catch it, but yeah. So yeah, so I'm glad that they're addressing the whole midfield situation, because Casemiro is not really the guy for the future, right? He's not really the guy for the future. Back in the car where it's nice and quiet. The wind out there was a killer, but yeah. So the buffering, but we're back. So yeah, talking about the midfield. Of course, we know Casemiro is not really one for the future, right? We know he's not one for the future. And Ruben Amorim is trying to address what he needs to do in that midfield, because obviously, we need that, that solid, midfielder, right? And if we're going to get rid of Casemiro, obviously you need to bring somebody capable, right? Someone capable to handle that position. Mohammed, well, look what we have here. What's going on, Mohammed? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I hope you are good. I hope you're good. Guys, I hope I'm still on. Yeah, I think I'm still on. Yeah. So, Nmecha is that guy that we're looking at. Now, of course, the reason Borussia Dortmund could be willing to let him go is because of, if they don't qualify for the Champions League, they may be willing to say, you know what, they can sell him. And that's where we come in to see if we can make a deal with them. All right. We have a good relationship with Dortmund, right? And if that situation happens and they are, they don't qualify for the Champions League, they will be looking to make some money, right? And maybe we can make a deal. Now, listen, it's interesting that we are linked with Nmecha, because we have a small situation of someone by the name of Jadon Sancho, right? So we have a small situation with Jadon Sancho. So imagine, I'm just, throwing it out there, right? I'm just throwing it out there. What if Jadon Sancho comes back and then hopefully he doesn't, but Chelsea, there's something else. Pro Pia 234. You're saying that Casemiro is the experienced player we needed in 2022-2023. He has dropped off fast because we rely on him too much. No time to find a replacement. He's almost 40. Yeah, exactly. That's why Ruben Amorim and Ineos, they're trying to find solutions, right? And this Nmecha guy, he fits the age and what we need in that midfield, right? Someone, strong on the ball, that he can play well in the pivot, box to box. He's quick, one of those. So we need that. So as a replacement to Casemiro, he will be a really good one, right? Now, of course, there's also other choices like Edison, for example, right? So we do have choices. I think at the end of the day, what will determine or what will depend on, it's going to be the price. Money talks, right? We don't have that much money at United. We know that. So just the fact that we don't have money, right? that could be, a stumbling block, and what will determine who we end up getting. Always, it's going to have to depend on the money. But Edison is also another really good choice. But just this Nmecha guy, he was, trending today, and he was being reported by Patrick Berger and Pletigol, who are German sources. So whenever those guys report, it means some of that information could be, it could be valid. Now, they haven't started talking about him, but it's one of those that's a very interesting story. Mateo Football, what up? Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you are new here, this is what you need to do. Price of admission, all right? You got to let us know what team you support. You got to smash that like. You're going to hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell, all right? That is the price of admission. So go ahead and do that. And you know what? Also, let me know where you're watching from, man. Mateo, all the way from Naples. What's going on, Mateo? Good to have you. Hey, listen, Mateo. Listen, you guys, I appreciate you the way you are treating our academy graduate, Scott McTominay. Because Scott McTominay, man, even though he's over there at Napoli, every time he scores a goal, I mean, I'm boosted. I'm so excited about him. Where now people are apparently they're talking about, was it a mistake for Manchester United to let McTominay go? Right? Was it a mistake? Let's see. McTominay could have replaced him, but we sold him. There you go, like Pro PA234. I just read your message. Yeah. But we sold him. We could use that money to buy a different CDM. But the thing is, before we get into the McTominay, Matteo, you guys at Napoli, listen, first of all, I really hope that Scott McTominay and Napoli win the Scudetto, right? Is it Scudetto? Yeah, Serie A. I hope they win it because he deserves it, So I'll be rooting for you guys. I'll be rooting for Scott McTominay to win the trophy, man. That would be really something good, right? Something that he would have definitely earned it ever since he dropped at Napoli, man. The guy has been he hit the ground running, scoring goals for fun because he's actually being played in a more advanced role, right? Where at United that would not be possible, right? Because that role it's occupied by Bruno. He's not, McTominay is not really a 10, but at Napoli, being played more an advanced role, he's banging goals left, right, and center, which is good. Now, back to McTominay. Yeah, we sold him, right? People are saying, okay, was it a mistake to sell McTominay? You guys let me know. Was it a mistake to sell McTominay? Is Man United right now regretting doing that? Honestly, I think no, because in an Amorim system, again, I don't think he would function because McTominay does his best work more advanced, right? Scoring goals and all this stuff, right? And whenever he played as a midfielder, I remember him and Fred, they really couldn't do the job, So I don't think he would have worked in an Amorim system. That's one. Secondly, I may be wrong. You guys let me know. Secondly, McTominay, he wanted to leave, right? It's not like he was forced out. You guys remember that during the whole time talking about McTominay, Erik ten Hag really wanted him to stay. He did not want to sell him, right? He did not want to sell him. But McTominay he wanted more game time. He wanted to play more football. So he was okay with the move to Napoli because he was guaranteed that he's gonna actually be able to play more football, right? Let's see. That sun behind me there, I can see it. Yeah, so he's going to be able to play more football, right? So that's why he wanted to move. So that's the reason why he rolled out. And also, Ineos, they needed money because Ineos wanted to bring in Ugarte. So selling McTominay, we were able to get Ugarte, right? And honestly, Ugarte works in an Amorim system, So it's one of those, like, it could be Ineos, they kind of had an idea, like, okay, we're going to get rid of Erik ten Hag, but they needed a proper solution for that CDM position, right? And you know, Ugarte is honestly has done very well because we have struggled in that sixth position for a while. So far he's done good, but again, Ugarte cannot play game in game out. He needs help. Of course, Casemiro is not that guy. Kobe Mano, if he stays, he can, he can do, but he cannot do the Ugarte role, right? So you need someone who can play that role, right? And Nmecha is one of those. Edison can do that, right? Bruno, that's not really his role, right? Bruno, whenever he plays in that double pivot, right? So we need a proper solution, someone who can actually contribute, for game in, game out. Unlike Casemiro, right? Casemiro, again, legs are gone. I think right now his brain is probably thinking of maybe, going to a lower league, less 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 physical league. I don't know, Casemiro, come to the MLS here, man. Come to the US, right? Or he can go to the Saudi league. You know what I mean? It would work. Let's see. That kind of thing. But again, it's going to be interesting to see if someone is actually going to come to try to get him. Iran in the house. What's up? Listen, guys. Oh, my name is Luther, and this is Man United Central. I appreciate you guys being here. Smash that like as you're coming in. Oh, remove the sun. Okay, cool. Give me a second. Let me do this here. All right. There you go. The sun is gone. Right? So, people, smash the like, man. Smash the like, hit the subscribe if you've even done so already. Again, I am Luther. This is Man United Central, guys. So, and yeah, let us know what team you support as you're coming in. All right. Let us know what team you support as you're coming in. United FC 07. Yeah, man, an early one today, man. I was out and about. I went to there's a soccer field, football field around my way. So I came around. I came around to kind of. I was trying to kick the ball a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. There's some kids playing over there. There's a bunch of fields all over this area. There's one right there. I was gonna kick the ball around, but this wind is nuts. Yeah, the wind is not cool. But yeah, so, and of course, I wanted to talk about this Nmecha story that it was kind of, hitting the waves. United being linked to Nmecha, right? Felix Nmecha from Dortmund, which, a deal that could actually work if, for example, Dortmund doesn't qualify for Champions League next season, which we shall see. Yeah. Nmecha to United, man. Patrick Berger, Pletigo, they're all talking about that, saying that, well, it could happen. So Nmecha is imagine Nmecha could be like a Casemiro replacement. So CDM 6, 8, box to box. He's one of those guys that can do that. Imagine Nmecha, the way he plays is one of those midfielders that are, kind of like a destroyer type, like a Caicedo kind of thing. So again, it's a position that we need to address. And Nmecha looks like one that Casemiro, Amorim also likes the idea. And also Nmecha did work with Wilcox at Man City. So there's a connection there, right? So the connection there with Wilcox. So, a deal could be struck for like 40 million, I think, or hopefully less. We do have a good relationship with Dortmund, so we shall see. Yeah, man, United FC 07, Rasmus. Yeah, man, listen. Rasmus did a sue, in front of his idol. Listen, I loved it, man. I loved it. I don't know how he scored versus Portugal. Listen, dude, hey, he's finding his scoring boots. All right. Um, People smash a like for Rasmus finding his scoring boots, man. We need him, especially this as we're getting to the end, to the end of the season, where we're going to the business end, right? We are going to try to lift trophies and stuff. It's good to see dude like Rasmus finding his scoring boots because honestly, we need all the help we can get. We cannot depend on Bruno to do the magic all the time, right? We need players like Rasmus to contribute. One goal here, two goals there, that kind of thing. Um, I think we should play Xerxes as a winger. Hey, listen, Xerxes, but again, you know what? I think Xerxes can do all that. A 10 winger, a 9.5. That's what he calls himself. He has the skills, man. He has the skills. So, uh, but as an out and out winger, because we don't play with wingers like that. But as a 10, I think Xerxes has shown that he can play that role. So it's interesting. At the beginning of the season, somewhere in the middle there, a lot of people were like, "Yo, Xerxes could be the one that we need to get rid of. He's a dud." Blah 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 blah. And now he's finding he's he's getting comfortable with the team, getting stronger. His silky ball control is incredible, right? So I'm glad that he's turning things around. But of course, there's still now stories of Rasmus being one to be offloaded. I think, man, listen, if we can bring a striker without offloading Rasmus, I would like that, right? I'll prefer that rather than us getting rid of Rasmus because I think if we can bring him an experienced striker where Rasmus can learn from, that will be ideal in my opinion. Rasmus finding his square. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm tired of these international breaks, dude. I know, man. Me too. United FC07. I'm tired, man. I don't know if you saw my last short. I had to start singing and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. The international break is for the birds. I'm telling you. But yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for proper football to come back. But listen, United FC07 and everybody, when we come back, the run of games that we're gonna be playing, we got Nottingham Forest, boom, and then we got City, right? And then after that, Lyon, and then after that, we got Newcastle. So those 4 games coming up, they will be crucial. It will tell us how these players are understanding the assignment of how to play Ruben Amorim ball. Have we turned the corner, right? Have we turned the corner? Because honestly, if, for example, of course, Nottingham Forest is going to be tough, but I think, and we're playing away, it's going to be tough. I don't know. If we can win against Nottingham Forest, City, I think we can beat them because our boys usually show up in big games, right? So we have a good chance of beating City. Lyon, come on, it shouldn't be that bad. We really let's see. I just realized Rasmus' first season is in the Prem. Yeah, we're really putting pressure on him. Yeah, exactly. And Rasmus, dude, when we signed him, we didn't sign him to be our goal scoring machine. We did not sign him to be that guy who's going to be banging in goals left, right, and center. Erik ten Hag said we are signing a potential, right? Ideally, he was supposed to come in with another senior striker like a Harry Kane back then. We were linked with him, right? Or someone who's more senior, knows how to bang in goals. But that we didn't do that. And now all of a sudden we are putting, all this pressure on this kid who is learning the trade. We expect him to be scoring goals like crazy with no one to actually, for him to learn from. It's tough, but we shall see. Fenerbahce, people smash that like. He's saying that I think Kobe Mainu is a bad player. Oh, you got jokes. Fenerbahce, you got jokes, man. All right, that is too funny. That is too funny. But that's a way to get into the chat. You throw in and negative out there. Kobe Mano is a baller, man. All right, Kobe Mano is a baller. Okay. Um, let's see. Newcastle might be a Newcastle is going to be a problem. Newcastle is going to be a problem. Newcastle is going to be a problem. His player bad pass, bad. Yeah, okay. Listen, Fenerbahce. Listen, Kobe Mano. He is a baller, and selling him, I think it will be a problem in the summer if we do that. Hopefully, we don't. Even though we need money, we should be keeping our young talent. Let's see. Nah, you've been watching your reels then. I know, man. Yeah. Look at the actual matches. Yep, yep. Um, Fred, Kobe Manu. Yep. So, I mean, so for Rasmus, obviously we need to get a striker this summer, right? A proper striker, someone who someone who can understand when like the likes of Dalot, the likes of Ganacho, if they send in a bad cross or they don't look for him, a striker who can go at them and say, "Yo, Bruno," or "Yo, Dalot, what are you doing? You gotta find me. My job is to score goals." Because like Rasmus gets ignored sometimes, right? Whenever he's in the box, they don't look for him all the time, right? And so we need that commanding guy, up top, who knows what he's supposed to be doing. That way he can call out some of those guys whenever they're not doing their jobs, right? And whenever the likes of Dalot, edge of the box, tries to take a crazy shot, those kind of things, you know. Rasmus should put more work in. Yeah, he definitely should. Yeah. He is not going for those free balls. Yeah, he definitely should. Yeah, he should put more work, right? He should definitely work on his finishing. But again, another thing that I've seen or what I've read, his strongest suit is not back to goal. The way he's being played now is expected to play back to goal, receive the ball, and then distribute it, and then go into the box and stuff like that. That is not his strongest suit. The type of goals that he has scored, like the last one against Everton, where he running behind and all that with the ball, that is more his type of football. Like the way Jokeres plays, right? Jokeres, I don't think he plays at Sporting more back to goal. That's not his thing, right? So, if we can find a way to play to Rasmus' strength, then we have a chance. People, smash those likes, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Fenerbahce, welcome. Hit that subscribe. I think Maguire, not bad player. He is underrated. Maguire, Maguire as a defender in a back three, the way he's playing now under Ruben Amorim, he can do the job. But the problem is the speed. He doesn't have that speed, and Ruben Amorim, he wants his center backs to advance the ball all the way to halfway middle of the park, or even get into the opponent's box sometimes. Like we've seen the likes of Heaven, Heaven in that one game, the one he got injured, he was in the box trying to do the overhead kick, right? Even Euro, whenever Euro plays, you see him getting into the opponent's box. So he needs his center backs to be able to advance like that, and also have enough pace to track back in case we lose the ball, kind of thing, right? Let's see. Rasmus should put more work. Yep, that's true. I think mostly the goalkeeper gets. Omar Mamouche, the best player in the Prem. Mamouche has hit the ground running. I like him, man. I like him. So that's with Mamouche, right? The way he hit the ground running, I'm hoping that, of course, United will link to it. Ekitike, right? That's another one. Ekitike will link to Shishko. We'll link to it. Who else? Delap. I like the profile of Ekitike, right? Because again, I think he may be able to do the job, but I don't know if he's really that the final product, right? The one, if we were talking about killers in the box. I don't know if he's that guy, right? I don't know if he's that guy. We may need to go for the likes of Oshiman or Jokeres if we can do it. But the problem is, to get those guys, you got to give them Champions League football, right? At least, yeah. And I don't know if we can pull that off. I really hope we can. You'll be said Kobe had Mano is a bench. No, Mano when he's fit is gonna play, man. One problem with all these players we're linked with, where are we gonna find the money, dude? That is the $1 million questions right there. United FC '07. $1 million question. Yeah, because we get linked with, for example, I saw something. Who was it? Oshiman, I think he's like a 60 million. I saw, who else? What's his game? It's a wingback kid from I forgot his name. Basically, all the players that we're getting linked, we're looking at 40 million and above, right? Where we're gonna get money? Obviously, we're gonna offload players in the summer, right? The players that we're gonna get rid of, Rashford is gonna be one of them. Anthony is gonna be another. So Rashford, Anthony, Sancho, right? Who else? I'm talking about only the players who can actually bring us money, right? And of course, if you really want to bring more money, you were looking of offloading the likes of Garnacho maybe, or Mano, one of them, right? Ideally, we want to keep those guys. So obviously, we're going to have to sell in order to buy. Just like the way we dealt with McTominay, right? McTominay, we had to wait. Right. When McTominay left, that's when we were able to bring in Ugarte. So it's definitely going to be one of those. And that's why it's going to be a frustrating summer transfer window for us, because we're not really going to be able to bring in players from the jump, like from the beginning of the transfer window. We're going to do a lot of nickel and diming. We're going to do a lot of bargain shopping. That's what we're going to end up doing. We're going to go to those bargain basement to see if we can get some deals happening. Some free agents too. We're going to be looking at those. All right. But yeah, money is a big issue for us. Maybe we can make a charity. We can raise 10 million of there at least. Hey, listen, they have to do something. That's why it's very important for us to win Europa, because we win Europa, we qualify for the Champions League, we get a check for 100 million, right? So 100 million, that is money that it was not planned for, right? That is money, new money that we did not expect. So you get that money, then you can really do extra stuff. Because right now, Ineos, they're working with an understanding that we're not going to get that, obviously, that 100 million. So whatever deals they're talking to now, they're working at, it will involve players leaving, right? Rashford, he's doing his thing at Villa, having a little bit of a renaissance. So maybe, we already told Aston Villa that, if they want to keep him, we can sell Rashford for 40 million. I hope we can change that a little bit, all right? Because we need to add the England tax, okay? We did not, nobody expected Rashi to be called out for the England national team. So if we add the England tax, maybe we can sell him to Villa for like 45 million, maybe. I don't know. A deal can be made. So I'm glad that he's doing well, though, at Villa. Right? So Rashi, obviously, he's going to be going. So maybe we get 40 million from there. Real Betis love Anthony, right? And I think this week, Barada, Wilcox, I think they flew to Spain to start talking about a deal for Anthony, right? They want to start working on it early, see what they can do. But I don't like Real Betis talking about they may want to keep him for another season as a loan, right? I don't want that. I don't want another loan. I want them to show us the money, all right? I want them to show us the money. So Anthony, maybe we may get maybe 30 million for him. Obviously, we cannot be too greedy, right? So maybe 30 million for Anthony. right? That'll be good. Okay, and then who else? Sancho, Chelsea. I mean, what Chelsea's trying to do, man, that is, that is not right, Chelsea. Okay, you know, like Chelsea, they're trying to send Sancho back to us. All right, Chelsea wants to. Sancho is so bad that Chelsea is willing to pay us to take him back. Right? I find that so funny because if Chelsea breaks the deal, they would have to pay us at least maybe over 10 million. Obviously, we're going to take it. But Ineos have said that they've made it clear that they don't want Sancho back at United. If he comes back, they're going to make sure that he's offloaded, he's sent away as quick as possible. They need to find a deal quickly to get rid of him, right? But again, Ruben Amorim has the final say on Sancho staying or going, that kind of thing. Yo, United FC07, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Kamixi, what up? Man, you broke though. Yeah, man, we're broke, Kamixi. We know we're broke. But what can you do, man? Pablo Martin. Glory, glory, Man United, Pablo. Smash that like, people. Smash that like. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already, guys. I am Luther. This is Man United Central. I appreciate you being here. Pablo Martin is saying best player is Andre Onana. Pablo, listen, man. I think some people may disagree with you. All right, some people may disagree with you, Pablo. Onana, but hey, listen. He's not going to go anywhere, right? We know that because of I don't see United really selling him because we just bought him. So it means now we need to hold on to him because of nobody's going to come and give us like 30 million for Onana, right? So Onana may end up staying, right? So we shall see. We shall see about that. But yeah, so this Nmecha deal, I think it's very interesting to see if it's how is it gonna pan out. All right. In other news, according to Court of Side, we see that Man United are already in talks over exchanging Rasmus for Victor Osimhen. Right. This is according to Court of Side. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to that story, but again, it's interesting, right? It's very interesting because I think Rasmus can definitely do a job for us if he works under a more of a seasoned striker. All right, someone who can show him the ropes, that kind of deal. So maybe something like that will be it's something that it can be done. Which if it can, that will be awesome, right? Because then we kind of hold on to him because we already spent. I mean, we spent 70 million to bring him. So ideally, we want to maybe try to keep him, right? We may want to try to keep him and see how he can turn around. Because honestly, Rasmus, he has a potential to be a Gyökeres type of striker, right? If we play to his strength, he could, but he needs time, right? I know we don't have time at United. We need things to happen now. But if we give him the tools, like someone for him to learn from, it could help the process. So hopefully we can do something. But if we can pull up an exchange of some sort where Rasmus goes to Napoli and we get Osimhen, definitely I'm going to take that deal, man, because that's going to be an amazing deal to if it can happen, right? So yeah. So according to Court of Sides, apparently talks are ongoing to see if something can be done. Rasmus goes the other way. Osimhen comes to United. Of course, Osimhen, big name striker, right? He'll definitely work out very well at United because again, he's that type of striker where he's demanding. He's not gonna take no nonsense from the likes of Dalot, Garnacho, or anyone not looking for him in the box. Because if you bring in the likes of Osimhen, you gotta look for him on the box because he will find the back of the net, and that's something that we've been missing. Someone who's clinical, right, in the box. So that will be interesting if we can get that deal done. Um, uh, in other news, I see that Luke Shaw has returned on the grass training this week. Recent weeks have been focused on rehabilitation work, and he is now in a much better condition. All right. So um, there's some good news on Luke Shaw, right? Because again, yes, ideally in the summer we should be getting rid of Luke Shaw. We should be getting rid of our number 7 Mason Mount. We should be getting rid of Casemiro, right? But the problem is, uh, my, Luke Shaw, who's going to come and buy him? Everybody and their mother know that this guy is injured prone, right? So it's going to be tough to get rid of him. And so if we're not going to get rid of him, most likely he's going to see out his contract. Now, Luke Shaw as a left-sided center back, if he's fit, he's good. He can do that job. He can do the fullback role, like the Drogo role, that bombing up and down on that left hand side. He cannot do that. All right, he cannot do that role. So those days for him playing that left wing back role over. But as a left-footed center back, he can do the job, right? So again, if we can have games here, games there, and he stays fit, yeah, he could be an asset because I don't think we're going to be able to sell him, right? In other news, what do we see? Manchester United are keen on signing Newcastle midfielder Sean Longstaff this summer. What? Sean Longstaff? Come on, man. Come on. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I like that idea of Sean Longstaff for real. All right, Longstaff. Come on, man. Uh, it's not the kind of player that we should be going for real. In my opinion, right? In my opinion, Sean Longstaff. I feel like I've been watching Sean Longstaff for the longest time, man. And just the fact that we're linked with him now, I don't know. Now it could be that we're linked with him because now Newcastle with Joe Linton in that midfield, Bruno Guimaraes, maybe he's not getting enough game time. That's why we're linked with him. I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, man, if you'll be willing to take Sean Longstaff at United. Guys, again, smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Other news, Yap Stam has urged Manchester United the transfer of Bayer Leverkusen right back. Now that right there, people, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So Yap Stam has urged United. So the report is saying that Yap Stam, come on, our club legend, has urged United to seal the transfer for Bayer Leverkusen right back Jeremy Frimpong. People, if you did not see Frimpong in playing against Cucurella, where Spain took on the Netherlands, Frimpong, watching him, it reminded me how good that guy is. Incredible speed, decision making, tenacity. Really good on the ball. I mean, he's perfect, right? I know we missed, we couldn't get Quenda deal sorted out, but if we did not get Quenda, we get Frimpong. Happy days. According to this report, it's saying that Jeremy Frimpong can play as a right wing back, having also played as a right winger and as a right back. He has pace and is very direct and can score goals as well as create chances for his teammates. Okay. Yeah. And according to this report, it said that I think he would be a very interesting player for Manchester United to look at. I think this is according to Yap Sam, right? Yeah. He would be fit. He will definitely fit the style play as a right hand on that right hand side in Ruben Amorim's system. So you again, yeah, he definitely would definitely fit that Amorim system. Like He's that guy, man. So hopefully we can get it done. Hopefully we can get it done. In other news, I'm seeing that people smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already, man. It's an early stream. I was out and about. I say, you know what? I'm gonna jump on here and talk to you, amazing people. Let's see, Cristiano Ronaldo. What does he think about the sue? All right. What does Cristiano Ronaldo? How does he feel about Hoyland doing a sue? Let's see. Fenerbahce says, I think Kobe Mainoo is an overrated. Okay, it's a grateful player. Had every sense. I also don't Nacho and man, you almost fell off the ground because of them. I don't think so, Fenerbahce. So Fenerbahce, tell me, all right, which player at Manchester United you like, or you would take him at your team? I believe you support Fenerbahce, right? All right. Let me know which player would you like at Manchester United right now. If you have all the money, you want to get someone, who would you get? Let me know. I'm just curious. While you're doing that, I'm gonna tell you guys how or what did Cristiano Ronaldo say. You know, guys, if you missed it, check it out. Rasmus Højlund off the bench, he came in and he scored for Denmark, and Denmark beat Portugal. All right. And when he scored, he did the sue, right? I should go out there and do a sue, right? But I don't want to break anything, because I am at the field. There's a soccer field right there, so I could actually go out there and do a quick sue. But listen, man, I'm an old guy. I don't want to, go and do a sue to show off, and then I break something, and then it won't be good next time. but yeah. So what did Cristiano say? Cristiano said, "Listen, Højlund doing my celebration is not a problem. I know it wasn't out of disrespect. Okay, I understand that not only him, but in all sports, there are people who celebrate like me. I hope tomorrow he will be the one to see me celebrate. All right. So listen, that. You see, the GOAT himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, doesn't mind it, right? But people are going after Rasmus, saying, "Oh, that is disrespectful. You cannot be doing that. In front of your idol, like that was disrespectful. That was too much." But no, man. Rasmus came out and said, "Listen, he is my idol. I do everything Cristiano, what he has done as my idol." Let's see, who do we have here? Fenerbahce says, you love Bruno? Okay, nice. At least you love one person. The Anderson 1986. What's going on? Welcome, people. As you're coming in, smash that like, hit that subscribe, and let us know what team you support. All right. I am Luther. I appreciate you. Let's see what again. So, what up? Come on, Sabrina. Why you gotta come in like that? Good to have you, Sabrina. Like always. Højlund is a good player. Yeah, Fenerbahce like Højlund. Okay, cool. Bruno, best player in Manu. Yeah, definitely. Bruno is the Captain Magnifico. The house from Amorim. I would get Florian Wirtz. Yes, Florian Wirtz is definitely ideal. But the problem is, sorry for the buffering, people. Sorry for the buffering. I'm out here on the field. Yeah, so Florian Wirtz, it's going to be hard to get him because we'll be competing against Bayern, right? Competing against Bayern for some of these German-based players, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. So we would have to really, do some really big convincing to get the likes of Florian Wirtz to come to United, right? So I don't know. I don't think we can pull that off, but of course he's definitely on our list for sure. But yeah, man, it was good to hear what Cristiano said about the whole celebration thing, because honestly, man, Rasmus was catching a lot of flack for no reason. The Anderson 1980s. That's what's up, man. People, let us know where you're watching from. Drop your the country you're watching from in the chat. I appreciate you being here. And again, I'm Luther, guys. If you're new, this is Man United Central. I appreciate you being here. Now, I usually go live in 3 hours from now, but I was out here on the field. As you can see, I was going to try to kick the ball around, but it's very windy out here, and there were some kids playing on the field, so I was like, next time. I decided to do a live, so I can say, you know what, let me talk to the family. Rasmus is young. We have to give him time. Yes, the Anderson, I agree. I'm doing fantastic, man, the Anderson. I hope you as well. All right. I hope you're having a good Saturday as well. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Out here talking to you, amazing people, talking about the thing that we love, football and United. And of course, it doesn't matter what team you support. You know, when you drop it in the chat, we can talk about any team. Like Fenerbahce here, he's saying that I think Estevao William is the best player when it comes to Wonder Kids. Estevao, oh yeah, he's quality. He's definitely quality. He's definitely quality. But yeah, Fenerbahce, listen, how about you guys come and get Casemiro? All right, Fenerbahce, you guys can use Casemiro, man. Come and help us out. All right, in the summer, come and help us out and pick up Casemiro. And Casemiro at Fenerbahce, he can cook. All right, he can cook. So he can do the job. Let's see. Yeah, Rasmus, he's young. He still needs time. What I hope is Rasmus, I hope that we can find a way to keep him and still sign a striker, like a proper goal machine in the box, a killer, right? I hope we can do that, because then Rasmus will get time to develop. Because honestly, guys, think about it this way. If, the way we're looking for strikers now, if Rasmus was not at United, we will be looking at a profile like him, all right? He will be the type of player we'll be looking at because of how he's built, his speed, and what he can do, right? We'll be looking at that. So seeing the way, he's being treated right now, it's not really fair to him, because when we signed him, we signed a potential, right? We signed a potential, and we needed to give him time to develop and to work under a proper striker, like someone where he can learn from. All right. Jay Storm, what's going on? Welcome. Jay, let us know what team you support. Smash a like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Jay saying that, what do you think about Man U buying Tyler Dibling from Southampton? Jay, listen. Jay. That name, Tyler Dibling. When it comes to right wing backs, I love the kid. All right. Now, Southampton, they are going down. If we can strike a deal, that will be ideal. But we'll be competing with a whole bunch of teams. And United don't have money like that. Dibling, I think he could cost us maybe like 50, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, United doesn't have money like that. So it's going to be tricky. But yeah, Tyler Dibling is definitely that guy that if we can get him, I'll love it. But again, if we don't get if, for example, Ruben Amorim wanted Quenda. We couldn't get him. Quenda went to Chelsea. So I wonder if they're still focused on bringing in another right wing back, or they have changed the plan now to say, okay, we couldn't get Quenda. We do have Ahmad. Now, if you ask me, Amadinho, he can play as a right wing back very well, and he can also play as a 10 very well. So, you as Ruben Amorim, what do you do? Money is tight. You need to bring somebody in. What do you do? Right? Let's see. Let me turn this on. What do you do? So you gotta have to pick and choose. But Tyler Dibling will be, oh my God, he'll be incredible. Sorry, bro. Hell no. Fenerbahce say hell no for Casemiro. Come on, man. Fenerbahce, Casemiro. Have you seen how many trophies he has in his house? The guy is, he's talented. Turkey league, your league is not as, no disrespect. I know some of your teams, they're beaten Premier League teams, but the Turkish league is not as competitive as the Premier League, right? So he would, he may be able to do amazing stuff over there, and he still got it. He still has the drive to play, right? But not at the level that Ruben Amorim wants him. He needs that player with energy, who can play game in, game out. And Casemiro cannot do that. He's lost his legs, right? But in the slower league, he can probably do it. That's why, listen, man, if Casemiro can come here to the United States and join some club in the MLS, he can get his money from here. Or go to the Saudi league. January transfer window, his agent was in the Saudi league trying to find him a team, but it did not work. Jay saying no, leave Casemiro for Manu. We still need him. Just give him time. Casemiro, listen. Definitely, Casemiro is in the plans to be get rid of, right, at United. But it may be difficult because of how much he's getting paid as a salary, and not a lot of teams in the Premier League would want to get him. So we kind of stuck with him until his contract is over, right? And I think he has 2 more years for his contract to end. So we may be stuck with him. Well, what can you do? Those are the kind of deals that we made the wrong deals. We paid him. We got him from Real Madrid. Real Madrid pulled one on us because they were like, "Yo, United, Casemiro is out here and he's ready to move. Do you guys want him?" United, without thinking, we just started with our selling shirts head, making money head. We're like, "Oh yeah, bring him," because they thought, well, we can sell a whole bunch of shirts, and Casemiro is still good, big name. They didn't think of the future on what he can offer us 2-3 years down the road. So we signed him. We paid him too much money, and now he has slowed down. We are stuck with him. And of course, Real Madrid, they're smart. They knew Casemiro is they knew Casemiro's game is slowing down, so they were willing to offload him because they had Tchouaméni already coming down the pike, and that is smart business, right? So they needed to offload him. Who do they call? United, because they knew United are not good at the transfers and doing business. They'll take him. So that was a mistake. Casemiro really only played well in the first season. After that, he struggled. Walker Peters for Southampton? He's very strong. Kyle Walker Peters, that's another one, man. I think Southampton, they're gonna lose quite a few players, and Walker Peters, that's another one. But I don't know. I don't really rate him like that. But yeah, Walker. Yeah, obviously right now at United, a lot of players coming in. They can do a decent job, right? But they can do a decent job. But Dibbling, if one player can get from Southampton, to me, it will be Dibbling, man. He will fit in nicely at United. Let's see. Manu needs someone who scores a lot of goals, like and Nizri. If you want, we can sell him for 100 million. listen, 100 million could be, that's our entire budget, dude. Fenerbahce. Man United doesn't have money. All right, we don't have money, but we're building a $2 billion stadium, right? But we're broke. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. Right. Right now, the strikers that we're gonna get, they need to be reasonably priced. But again, if we're looking for Osimhen, we'll be looking at maybe like 60 million or something like that. But again, with Osimhen, a deal can be struck. Napoli, they like Garnacho. Napoli looks like they like the idea of Rasmus. So maybe some deals can be made where if they take Garnacho, for example, we can take Osimhen, and that kind of thing. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the striker front. What do you think? Fenerbahce is a good team, man. Galatasaray is better. Galatasaray is definitely better. I'm trying to mess with you, Fenerbahce. Jay, Fenerbahce, keep him. We're not. Oh man. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, Southgate, man. Fenerbahce, I know, man. I said Galatasaray for because I know you won't like that very much. Gala or Fenerbahce, Sergio YT, what's up? Smash that like, people. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Man, listen, I would have to go for Gala, man. I think I'm gonna go for Gala, man. But of course, I'm a United guy. All right. If you cut me, my skin, I bleed United. So we still have Obi. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Jay. We got Obi-Wan. We got Obi-Wan coming down the pipe. So again, imagine now if in the next summer we have Obi-Wan coming up, we keep Christmas, and then we bring in maybe Oshman or Jokeres, whatever. So that's 3. And then of course Xerxes, yeah, he's a 9.5. He can play the 10. He's not really an out-and-out striker, so we'll be all right. We'll definitely be all right. Fenerbahce is a no, Sergio. Fenerbahce is very bad, right? But again, guys, the story that kind of got me in this today on that thumbnail is Manchester United are closely monitoring the situation of Felix Nmecha. All right, so they're closely monitoring that deal. This is according to Bild and confirmed by Patrick Berger. These are sources in Germany, very reliable sources. Monitoring is a player that we can deploy in that midfield. Someone who, say for example, Casemiro goes, that is a guy that you want to replace him, box to box, good on the ball. He reminds you of a Caicedo type of player, tenacious. So, he will be one of those. So according to this report, according to Florian Pletterberg, is saying that, however, there are currently no concrete talks or negotiations with either the player or Borussia Dortmund. One reason is that Man United still have an excess of players in his position. Dortmund are demanding at least 50 million in the summer. His contract runs until 2028, right? So Dortmund, they're asking for 50 million, right? We do have a good relationship with Dortmund, so it wouldn't be surprising for us to strike a deal with them. Maybe if Sancho comes back, we can send Sancho over there and we take this guy and then work out a deal, something like that may be done. Hopefully Sancho doesn't come back. Let's see, Fenerbahce, very bad. Sergio Ozurk. I see we got some Turkey people in the house, bro. And Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, bro. Trade and Nasri and Bruno. No, man. Bruno is not going anywhere, dude. All right. Bruno is not going anywhere, man. El Capitan Magnifico ain't going nowhere. But yeah, so again, this story is going to be interesting. I think we should sell Onana and buy Diogo Costa. Oh, dude, Diogo Costa is going to cost us crazy money, dude. I saw him against Denmark. Yeah. Diogo Costa is Diogo Costa is legit a good goalkeeper. But Onana, it's going to be hard for us to sell him because we just bought him. In order for us not to be impacted by PSR, we'll need to sell him for like maybe 30 million or something like that, or 25. Like, we cannot take another loss. That's why I think Onana is going to stay, right? And also, the goalkeeping position, I don't think is really up there in priority where it comes to United, right? We need a striker, 100%. We need 2 10s maybe, all right? And then we need, obviously, midfielders, all right? We need a right wing back. We need a center back, right? Those are priority positions, right? Left wing back, I think we're okay because we got Dogu, we got Diogo Leon coming up. We may be okay. Center back, we have an issue because we're losing Johnny Evans, we're losing Lindelof. So we definitely have to bring in, a center back. That's why we're still looking at Branthwaite. Looks like now Everton they want to play ball. They're talking about maybe like doing like a 50 million or something deal for him. But apparently Branthwaite is saying, well, he would only want to move if he can get Champions League football. I'm like, Branthwaite, whatever, man. You should be jumping at opportunity to come to United. All right, we're a big club. All right, so we shall see. But yeah, so definitely going to bring in a center back because we're losing two. All right, and of course a striker because goals have been a problem for us. So we need goals. So that's another one that we definitely need to jump on. Number 10s, 100%. We need that because we struggled. Garnacho is not a 10. Xerxes, he's just learning that role. So we need. So yeah, that could be that type of player that we could look at, right? But again, he's going to cost us a pretty penny to get Cunha at United, right? So again, a lot of deals that need to be happening. And the midfield, of course, we ideally we want to get rid of Casemiro, right? We're losing Christian Eriksen, right? Xavi Simons, yes, yes, yes. Xavi Simons, dude, if we can get him. But again, it's going to cost us a lot of money, man. Listen, it's tough being broke, man. United, we're not used to this. We're not used to being broke, all right? So, we're not used to being broke, man. So, just the fact that we have to nickel and dime things is tough. Oscar Sanchez is in the house. What's going on, Oscar? Good to see you, man. Norwich, what up? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, man. I apologize for the lagging. I'm kind of out here, out and about, and I jumped on here. But yeah, pardon the lagness. All right. But yeah, man. Good to see you, Oscar. But yeah, man. So it was a quick one. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Let me head back home. All right. Yeah, man. This was a good one. So guys, let me know what you think about Felix Nmecha to Manchester United. Do you think we can pull this deal? Do you think he would work in an Amorim system? I think he would, box to box, strong. You know, he could definitely do the job for us. There's a soccer field right there. I mean, football field. So I was going to kick the ball around a little bit, you know. So I'm not really in the middle of nowhere, kind of thing. But subscribe. That's what's up, Fenerbahce. I like that, man. Listen, I appreciate you jumping on. You know what I mean? And listen, the important part is we can talk about football. You know, and enjoy the conversation. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it for the sub. In honor of us, let's trade Talisca and Bruno. Come on, man. You guys cannot take Bruno, man. We need Bruno. Bruno. We need him, man. This season, without Bruno, we would be in the mud. Levi's at home, man. Levi's at home. I dropped him off at one of his friends. They were playing. And then he should be home by now. His mom picked him up. So I was out here. I said, let me go and run around a little bit. But it was windy like crazy. So I said, you know what, let me just do a live. But yo, Norwich, everybody, take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Thank you as always for the support. Norwich, you're a rock star, man. I don't care what people say about you. All right. Take care, people. Stay blessed. Peace.